Hello everyone, I hope life is treating you kindly. I'm Lubomira and thank you for joining me today. Welcome to all my crafty friends new and returning. I always look forward to this time of the week when we get together for some crafting fun. Now that you're here, please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. By hitting that little bell, you'll get notified every time I post something new and you won't miss out on any of the crafty goodness. I hope everyone that celebrates Christmas or Hanukkah had a lovely holiday, and thank you so much to those who shared their holiday traditions with me. It was wonderful hearing about the things you do or did to celebrate this special season. We are here today for another Dollar Tree card. Today's card is a quick card inspired by the cold that we've been getting here in my area of New York. Now, the Hudson Valley does get cold. That is no surprise, but -4 degrees Fahrenheit, for those of you that use the metric system, that's -20 Celsius, is no longer cold. That's just bitter. We're talking Canadian tundra cold, and we are not in any vicinity of the tundra. So if any of you are missing your cold weather, it's here in New York and you can please pick it up. I've lived in my house for 20 years and not once have the pipes frozen, except this past week right before Christmas. So having said that, today's card uses some pretty Dollar Tree snowflake stickers and a handwritten sentiment. I'm excited to show you this card, so let's get into the video. I started off by adding some color to these Dollar Tree snowflakes using some Dylusions ink sprays. I placed the snowflakes into my spray box and liberally sprayed the stickers with shades of blue, turquoise, and purple. It can get a little messy because the stickers are made of foam and they don't really absorb the ink but rather get stained. If you handle the snowflakes immediately after applying the ink, you'll get inky fingers. I should also say that as the snowflakes dry, the color will also dry back and become less intense. So if you're looking for brighter colors, several coats may be necessary. You could also apply color with stamping ink and a blending brush to get similar results. When I was done spraying, I set the snowflakes aside to dry so that I could work on the remainder of the card. Next, I trimmed a white card panel to 5 by 3 3/4 inches and a navy panel to be slightly larger than the white. Once I had those panels, I was able to arrange the snowflakes across the front of the white panel. Before touching the snowflakes, however, I used a rag to absorb some of the ink that managed to pool on the release film and some of the snowflakes themselves. My fingers were super inky doing this project, so I was constantly wiping things to avoid fingerprints. Now, if you do end up with some smudges or splatter, you can always add more splatter to the panel or large embellishments to hide those oopsies. I attached the snowflake panel to my navy cardstock to form a thin border around the snowflakes using liquid glue. I then attached the matted panel to a white card base using a combination of foam tape and liquid glue. If you can't find the perfect sentiment, that's okay. Don't underestimate your own handwritten words. I went ahead and created a quick sentiment, "Let it snow," using a white gel pen on that same Dollar Tree navy cardstock I had used for the matte panel. I went ahead and wrote out a few versions of the greeting and settled on the very first one I had done. For those of you wondering what gel pen I'm using, this is the Pentel Milky Pop gel pen, and I've had the best success writing with it when it comes to ink flow and the opaqueness of the ink on darker cardstock. This has become my favorite pen to use. I trimmed the greeting first with my trimmer and then adjusted the size and shape to the front of the card using scissors. Once I liked the banner, I attached it to the front of the card using foam squares and glue. I also used a T-square to help me make sure everything was straight. Lastly, I added some Dollar Tree gems to the front of the card for some more sparkle. I reinforced the adhesive on the back of those gems with liquid glue. And that's it for this card. This card is very elegant and came together super fast. It would make a great card to mass produce. I particularly like the Dollar Tree snowflakes, which would have been just as pretty had I done nothing to them. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I did sharing it with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, please leave me those comments. I'm always excited to see what you have to say. I hope you'll join me next time for another project. Until then, have an amazing week, and I hope life treats you kindly. See you soon. Bye.